Um, I wonder when they were writing these names down. I actually wonder how they did that. In Japan, did they come up with these names? Meiyulon. In Japan, they come up with these names, and then, like, did they pronounce these names in Japan? Like, I'm pretty sure they have employees from other parts of the country or language. I see a lot of, it seems like what I see a lot would be like Dutch and French and a bunch of different backgrounds. Probably haven't worked on all the names. I can only imagine Japanese people pronouncing these names. And I played on the Japanese version, so there's no I don't think there's any difference in the sense. So Soir. Maybe not Japanese version, but Japanese server, so I guess that's not really. What's all this about? Zumi-san says he needs his break. The nerve of that sniveling little shite. Crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the exile the other day? And sending a bloody unknown venturer to do his bleeding no less? That self-serving side thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his sore soles while welcoming all manner of gill-grabbing adventurers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. Gosh, makes me bloodball. Does it does? But it's not your. Should I be giving this piece of my mind too? See, that's like Irish. Irish people say me and maybe some English accents. You seem a decent enough sort, considering still understand that it's our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. Any road I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate. Damn fool that he is. Go on then, and stay out of trouble. She let him have it through me. What is this, the leather crafting guild? I wonder what you get from leather crafting. I think the highest crafting skill I got was carpenter, which was probably 20, probably level 25 carpenter, and then I was doing I forgot what it's called, the where you go get wood from the trees. I forgot. Let's see what's next. Look at me, I used to complain about this so much. Yeah, I guess I don't have any quests. That's why I didn't know what was next. So I know, let's go ahead and go to where were we? There should be a few quests over here. Sure, these are like, I guess, initiation quests that they decided to put in to get people attuned to the world. I remember people, these quests were a real complaint for, like, I don't want to say, I didn't really find these quests to be bad. I know what they were doing. They were just trying to get people acquainted to the world, getting used to the control system, but a lot of hardcore people, they were complaining. They were like, oh, I'm doing a bunch of stupid in-town fetch quests. That was like a katana or something. And they were really complaining about these quests, picking up vegetables and plants. I always thought they were fun, but where am I going? There's is there supposed to be someone right here? Or am I in the wrong area? It's like this way. Yeah, I remember on the discussion forums, people were complaining about these quests. See, in Final Fantasy XI, there were these quests, but see, you didn't have to do these quests. These quests were like, the small quests like this were optional. I remember, I've never done, like in Final Fantasy, I started off in Bastok, and I started off in Sandoria. And these quests, like, I just never done them. I just started. I went outside and got into combat. I mean, it's just they took away that option. That was the whole option of Final Fantasy XI, that you could become a part of the world, or you could do the mini quests. And there weren't many, like a lot of fetch quests like this, so it's not right there. Not another step. I apologize if I have startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch has grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Grown so threadbare. Huh. Unbeknown to myself, I've been scattering Azima rose hips all along this road. Oh good sir, if you would help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly blessing for the other millions. I never said I did. The rose hips should be lying on the road between here and the Great Loom Growery. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. I guess if you talk to her, you're pretty much committed to doing the quest. Yeah, I also remember people spamming these quests as well. It would be like 10 people in here, all like kneeling down like this. You'd have to like wade through characters just to find the item. Good times. Good times. Now there's like no one here. But there are still new players, which is, I mean, it's a testament to what the majority wants. But yeah, in 11, you didn't have to do these quests. There were a few small easy quests like this, but you didn't have to do them. And then after you leveled up and found like parties and stuff like that, you find yourself doing epic quests. So some people probably never really even knew that these kinds of quests existed in Final Fantasy XI, unless they were like implemented into an epic quest or something like that, or a storyline quest. But there were a bunch of there were fetch quests, click this quest, go talk to this NPC quest, all over the place. But they gave us the option to ignore them, and that's what I think set Final Fantasy XI apart. And I think regardless, even if you didn't even if you did do the quest, you still had a level. You still had to go out there. And I only remember like a few people, ever like knowing a few people that leveled in Final Fantasy XI solo. I mean, it just really took a long time. And the biggest thing was it wasn't fun enough. It wasn't fun, like, it wasn't really fun to do. God damn it. Another adventurer. You're like flies on muck. Whatever Gridania did to deserve such a plague, I don't know. Wow. I suppose times are changing, and they keep telling me I should. And perhaps you might be... Oh, gods, help me. Just take this... just fuck it on. Just take this Azima Rose to Waldew of Steelglade, Fane, will you? Well, what are you still standing there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose. Just quit and gave me a quest, huh? Stop all that yapping. What is that guy doing? What was he doing? Who's he barking orders to? What's over here? I've never been over here. What's over here? Let's go places we've never been. No one's ever been, but they've designed. And always when I think of maps like this and places like this, I always think the designers and developers think that people may congregate in such areas and sort of chat and hang out like over there and stuff like that, or like right here. I doubt many people have sat here and had conversations Really, because there's nothing here to do. But if you look at all the work that they put into the wheel and the lighting, and I mean, someone had to go over there and design that. But I'm not even sure if you can. I don't even think you can fish here. I'm not really sure about fishing on this game. I know in Final Fantasy XI you could pretty much fish everywhere. But yeah, I'm not sure you can even fish here. So this would be a cool fishing spot. It's really tranquil. You can watch the night and the day come. You got your light right here. Yeah, I always think that when they design games like that, and there's a house that they didn't use, when they design things like this, they mean for people to come here and probably, they don't mean for it, they just maybe people will, what? I think you've had enough just today. Oh, that's his Miko wife. He's sitting down already. Just yapping, huh? Like me. So yeah, I always wonder if they put, you know, if that's the reason that they make places like this. Maybe this NPC back here has a quest one day or something. You can even talk to him. No thief's gonna get his grubby bloody hands on our grain while I'm on watch. Nay, not so much as a single mangy squirrel. You look kind of small there though. Why do you guys keep me by the door? Maybe we'll be able to go through that door one day. I'm not sure. But oh, there's something over here. It's like I can't turn the camera. I'm guessing this Etherite shard is here for the what is it, Gathering Guild, or what guild is this? They don't have a guild name on there. Oh, Botany Guild, Botanist Guild, or Botany. I'm not sure. Botany. I don't say botany often. Yeah, maybe that's why that Etherite shard is there for the Botanist Guild. Botanist Guild. Good sir, pray tell me you have recovered all the rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveler's boot. I don't know, somebody probably stepped on the few. Blessings be upon you. I fear this path will be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight should be wholly objectionable, but the Zima roses are all suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gridania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me. In my time of need, I pray the elementals extend the same kindness.